Greetings and welcome to another installment from the Patchwork Productionz Learn to Crochet for Beginners series. In this video, we will be learning about the crab stitch. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Stitch, and Patchwork Productionz is all about learning and doing crochet. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss another installment. Without further ado, let's get started. So this video is going to be very exciting because we are going to be learning something very exciting. We are going to learn how to make a new kind of border. Most times I mention borders for anything crochet. I have always just mentioned using a slip stitch around the edge. And that works. It's okay. But there's so many other cool things that you can do for borders, and in future videos we'll be learning lots of other borders, maybe not lots, but a couple other borders that we can use. And this video is a special one that teaches us how to make the crab stitch. I guess I hyped that a little bit. But basically, this crab stitch is also referred to as the reverse single crochet. So it's an alternative version of an elementary stitch, which makes this stitch slash border very exciting. Basically, the reverse single crochet, or the crab stitch, is literally the single crochet worked backwards. Normally when we're crocheting, we work from the right side to the left side. And then, so like in this case, I'm at the beginning of a new row where I would turn my work. I already have my chain one, and we're working from the right side to the left side. The reverse single crochet, on the other hand, is worked from the left side to the right side. I will admit this stitch is technically slightly more advanced, but you'll get the hang of it. So to begin, what I've done is I've worked a tiny little bit of another color, just single crochets worked in the row. And just as a plug, I started with the foundation single crochet, so if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to check that out. But basically, I began with a tiny little piece of just single crochets worked in the row, and this is generally how you would use this on a project. What you're going to do is you're going to work a different color as the stitch, and so you can see the difference. So I worked these two colors here just to make a contrast. I'm not sure these two colors go together very well, but it's just that you can see it. So what you would do is, let's say you finished a granny square or something, I don't know, just something random, and you have your work that you want to make a border around. What you would do is you would change colors, and technically you don't have to change colors, but you would change colors and you would work one row or section, if you're working the round, one round, of whatever the stitch is, which is a single crochet, because the reverse single crochet is, well, the reverse of a single crochet. So you generally make one little section of a single crochet wherever you're going to make your border. So if it's a granny square, you would go all the way around the granny square with single crochets. In this case, I can just go right around the top with single crochets. Make it to the end here. And then this is where the fun begins. You chain one, and now don't turn your work. Remember that the crab stitch, or the reverse single crochet, is worked backwards. So we don't turn our work to work the reverse single crochet. We simply work backwards. So I'm going to do this very slowly. It will feel a little awkward in the beginning, but once you do it enough, you'll get the hang of it. And I really like this, so I'll show you up close and slowly. So what you're going to do now, after you've chained one, is you're going to insert your hook into that first, or in this case sometimes you could refer to as the last, but the single crochet closest to your hook. You're just going to insert it right into there. You're going to yarn over. Now, you can do it either way, whichever way is easier. You could either do it like this and pull it through, or you could do it like the normal way. Actually, I think the normal way is like this, which can get a little tricky. So just, you can watch me and see. I can do it like this and draw through a loop. So the idea is that you want to draw your loop through. If you do it too crazy, it can get tangled up, so be careful. But you'll draw your loop through and it'll look something like this. Now you're going to yarn over and work it just like a single crochet, because remember, it literally is a single crochet, you're just working backwards. So you have 2 loops, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and there you have it. You've worked the crab stitch or the reverse single crochet. Now sometimes as you're drawing through those 2 loops, you can get a little stuck in there, which may require you to undo it and work it again, but sometimes you can wiggle your way and not have to undo it. Anywho's, for the next one, you're going to find that next stitch, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to insert under the 2 V's, of course, but from front to back, because this is all done in reverse. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to draw a loop. It's going to look something like this. And now, I'm going to pull up the loop a little bit, yarn over, draw through the 2 loops there. Now, something that will of course help with anything in crochet, but especially this, is if you do it just a little loose, not too loose because then it can look frayed and a little haywire, but just doing it a little loose will allow you to get through the loops a lot easier and pull it up a lot easier. So you're just going to insert front to back, yarn over, draw that loop, get more yarn, then you're going to yarn over and draw through. So this is also called a, let's see if I remember, a corded edging, I believe is the terminology used, just because of how it looks. It's, well, appears corded. So it's a very, very sturdy edging, and it's a very, very elegant edging to me. Maybe not elegant, but it just looks nice. I like it. But it can be a little tricky. So again, insert from front to back. You're going to yarn over. You're going to draw that loop. Gonna yarn over, draw through the 2 loops. And again, this is all worked in reverse. It's the reverse single crochet. So we're almost at the end here. And I'll show you one last time, nice and up close, how to do this. And I'll do it slowly so you can see. You have 2 stitches left here to do. So you're going to insert front to back under the V's. You're going to yarn over, and again, you can yarn over like this to draw it through. You can do it like this. Just be careful sometimes, because if you get it tangled up, it'll be hard to get through. So I'm just going to do it like this. Draw through, draw up the loop so you can have access to it. Yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and then this last one right here, do it again, insert from front to back, yarn over, draw through, pull it up, draw through 2 loops, and there. So as you can see, mine doesn't look that perfect yet. I'm still kind of practicing it, to be honest. But with practice, this is a very, very nice looking edging border that you can use on any project. And of course, if I was doing this for a more full-scale project, I would go all the way around, which would just require me to, you know, continue working around the edge. Perhaps chaining in certain places might make this a little easier to do. So like if I chained and then continued working right here so that I kind of have some overlap over that corner instead of just working one, because with how dense, I guess you would say, this stitch is made, because of how dense the crab stitch can be, just working it around the corner might cause a few problems. So just as a tip, if you do run into a problem like that, it would probably be useful to just make one little chain and then continue working in that next stitch so you have some give, because it is a very stiff stitch. But yes, this is the crab stitch, reverse single crochet, corded edging, goes by a few names, but it is a very nice stitch to work, and you only work it in the edge. This isn't a stitch that you generally work back into, but I did once do an experiment where I worked back into it and made something that looked very nice. I'll see if I can replicate it. Might even show you guys. But this is how we work the reverse single crochet edging, and you can use this on just about anything that looks nice. And again, you don't have to change the color, but generally changing the color makes it look a lot nicer. So you can just see this right here has this corded look to it. It's very dense, very thick. So yep, this is how you work the crab stitch, the reverse single crochet. For now, that will be all for this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to learn more about crochet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and also share this video with your friends and family or on social media. And feel free to leave a comment down below. If you have any questions or suggestions or any feedback, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, catch you later.